How's it going, everyone? It's GadgetsBoy. Welcome to another video. In this one, we have the latest Audi Q2, the 2021 facelift edition. So the Audi Q2 35 TFSI S Tronic 150 PS. I drove this, the previous edition, actually about a year ago, around about a year ago today. So it'd be interesting to actually see what's new in terms of the design and the technology inside as well. I had to look on the inside, driving it and stuff, and the inside has a mix of old and new technology. So if you've driven any of the latest Audi cars right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about as we go along with the video. But without further chat, let's get on with it and see what you get for your money. As always, you can spec up the Audi Q2. So this one here without the extras will cost you £30,420 here in the UK at the point of this video. But if you add all the extras that comes with this particular version in this video, you're looking at just over £40,000 in total. So what we want to dive in deeper and see what that £9,000 extra would get you on this car. I won't list everything that you get in terms of extras, but I'll leave them in the description area. So if you guys want to see exactly how much these extras are and what they are, check out the description area so you can see all that information there. Before adding all the extras, the turbo blue color that you have here will cost you £575, and the front seat in black Alcantara leather with S embossing and rock grey stitching is £750. So the options, to name a few, you have the 19-inch alloys, which is an extra £1,250. You have the matrix LED lights, which is on the rear as well. So you're looking at dynamic indicators as well, that's added. So this will cost you £975. The Bang and Olufsen sound system is an extra £790. But like I said, I'm not going to list all the extras. So if you want to check it out, check the description area to see what the options are. But like I said at the start of the video, if you don't add all these extra options that are in the description area, it just makes this car one hell of a boring car. I do wish they added some of the extras as standard. So things like driver assistance, the phone box with wireless charging, or maybe even the safety options like Audi side assist with cross traffic assist, rear and pre-sense as standard. Elsewhere, under the bonnet, we have a 4-cylinder engine with 150 PS. You have a maximum torque of 250 Newton meters, and this will top out at 135 miles per hour. It will do 0 to 62 in 8.6 seconds. So it's not the fastest out there, but it's enough to pull off at a roundabout when you need to do so. One thing that's apparent here is that the Q2 is definitely built as a utility vehicle. So in that it's not the fastest out there, it doesn't move off the line the fastest. In fact, you can feel the lag most of the time when you put your foot down, but it has lots of space in the boot to carry loads of stuff to the recycling center, for example. It has a good amount of leg room in the front, but not I couldn't say so much for the same people at the back though, unless you're carrying kids who doesn't need that much of a leg room. Headroom is great too, so if you're tall, I'm 5'11", so again, headroom's good for me in the car. So if you're taller, you might want to think twice about that. This one even has a sunroof as well for when the weather's good again, or just to create that illusion that the car is actually bigger than it is when you get on the inside, which is what panoramic roof also add in terms of design. The Q2 is not too long and it can fit on any street parking as well, or it's not too wide either, so you won't struggle to park in tight spaces, especially in like multi-story car parks, for example. The pillars on the front aren't too big, so in fact, it doesn't really affect your visibility and blind spots, that kind of stuff when driving it out and about. It's slow off the line, but once you get it going, the ride is smooth in comfort mode. But once you hit that dynamic mode, the ride is pretty harsh, but also bouncy in comfort mode as well. What's also impressive is that fuel consumption. It achieves about 46 miles per gallon on a good day, but by the way, there's also a black edition and a Vorsprung edition as well, which looks so much nicer as well and look sportier in my opinion. If you're used to driving a Quattro or you've driven one before, putting your foot down will give you a bit of a shock at first because the front wheel will spin and you realize actually this is a front wheel drive. It really is a crossover, and its SUV credentials are questionable, so it's more of a crossover than anything else. The big wheels did not help the quality of ride, and sometimes you just didn't feel like an Audi. You just didn't feel like an Audi when driving. You know, handling is not 10 out of 10, but what I would say though is someone who's going to buy this car to drop the kids off to school, go grocery shopping, take the family to the beach side to visit the grandparents, that kind of stuff, they probably won't care too much about this handling issue or the speed of the car and all, moving off the line very quickly, that kind of stuff. They probably won't care about that. So in a sense, it's actually fit for purpose. In terms of styling, the ride height is perfect. Most people will be able to get in and out very easily. I like the shapes and detailing on the sides. Even the red brake calipers look really good. What doesn't look so great though is those shaped fake covers on the back and the front as well, but I'd rather them put it there than not have it there at all. Inside the Q2, you have a level of premium that you'd expect from Audi vehicles. However, if you've been inside the new Audis, like I said at the start, you get the fancy, touch screens and haptic feedbacks and fancy center consoles, all that kind of stuff. But when you get into this, you feel like you're missing out. Yes, you have the virtual cockpit, which you can change the view and control your media there too, but that center display doesn't fold away, as I guarantee some of you will try it. And I think just by looking at it, automatically you think this should be able to fold down when I'm not using it. But you do have ample entertainment there, whether you want DAB radio, Bluetooth audio, but what you don't have is Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which is something I've become very accustomed to. Unpopular opinion though is I prefer that dial for controlling the infotainment system, which is right to the left of the driver when they're sitting down. It's easy to reach for when you're driving without the distraction of a touchscreen, and it gives you a nice clicky feedback as well as you sort of rotate it and dial and control your infotainment system. It just feels really nice and clicky. Overall, the Q2 is a cute looking car. Cute is the right word for it. It's compact enough to fit in spaces without scratching your car or others when they park their car, scratching your car as well. There's lots of space in there for your small family, for example. There's loads of space in the boot to fit loads of groceries. Or when we can start traveling again, you can fit your luggage, like your family luggage in there. You can put all the suitcases in the boot very easily, no issues there at all. When it comes to power output though, it's not the best when it comes to speed, but it's more than enough for running errands. It's also not the most comfortable of rides, but easy to get over once you get used to it. What's amazing though is the practicality and fuel consumption. For that price though, just over £40,000 with all the extras added, you might want to have a think about looking at the A3 for example and spec that out instead, because it's starting to cross over to that territory in my opinion. But if you're really sold on getting a Q2, it's definitely a good car as well. Anyway, that's it for the Audi Q2 35 TFSI S Tronic 150 PS, the 2021 facelift edition. As always guys, if you have any comments or questions, drop them in the comments area. All relevant links will be in the description area to do check it out as well, including those extras that I mentioned at the start of the video. But in the meantime, if this is your first time on the channel, please do subscribe, hit the bell notification, smash that like as well and share it. And I know I'm asking for a lot of you there. But yes, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.